You got to be made of this. And so tonight, man, we're going to talk about this. 10 reasons you accept mistreatment and disrespect from your broad because you're trying to be a good man. You trying to be a good man. First of all, let's get to the elephant in the room. What's her true value to you besides what she can input into your life that benefits the process of your progress? She got a degree? So what? That's her degree. She got a degree so she can get money. Her degree don't mean nothing to you. It's just a degree she got. She did that because that's what she want to do to go make money. She gonna make that money whether she with you or not. It ain't got nothing to do with you. Ain't no value in her degree. I got 2 degrees. Okay, well, go to work then. You got 2 degrees. If you got 2 degrees, get 2 jobs. Or have a business, a job. Man, what they got to do with you? If you're a man that's getting your money, man, doing your thing, you on your purpose, on your mission in life, her degree and her money don't mean nothing to you. It's just something she got to have if she gonna be with you, because you ain't finna just be around here taking care of no broad while she stay at home and do nothing. She go to church. That's your favorite thing, man. She go to church, man. Me and my girl going to church. Okay, she go to church. So what? Just because she go to church don't mean she know God. She go to church because somebody told her that's where God at. She ain't never found him now. She can get that good feeling and jump around and do some cartwheels and do all that. But she still don't know who God is. Damn near every woman I ever met to go to church don't know who God is. She can cook. So what? Unless she's a gourmet chef and she got a restaurant, her ass can't cook for real. She can cook good enough for you to eat. Well, guess what? You can too. And if you can't, shame on you. Go learn how. What, you some big swole country boy? Well, the way to your heart is through your stomach. You need to be eating clean and healthy anyway. As best you can. So cooking don't even matter. Because you need to be eating as much fruit and vegetables as you can. And she ain't even got to cook most of them. The fruit for sure. She can give you emotional support. She can't emotionally support herself. That's why she got all them friends come around and eat ice cream with her when she go through something. Take her out so she can, the way to get over one man is to get under another one. She can't, come on, bruh. So let's get down to the meat of the matter. The reason you take this shit from the woman ain't got nothing to do with her. It got something to do with you. And tonight we're going to talk about the reasons that you allow yourself to be in that position where you take all type of foolishness and disrespect and mistreatment from a woman. Most men have done it before. Most men have done it. I ain't saying you took the worst of the worst, but most men have taken things that, hell, even the great Dr. BOA has let some things slide that I didn't want to let slide. Every man has done it. But we're talking about those men who get treated terribly. Like DJ Envy right here.
She went on a girls trip. She's going for 20 days. So I've been packing the kids' lunch, and when I've been packing...
And this man right here. Now, here's what I want y'all to look at. We're going to stop this right here. I want y'all to take a look at this Vogue shot right here. I want you to look at Wonder Woman leading the little boy Wonder behind her, holding the kid, leading him. He's following her. Wherever she wants to take him, he's going. You know this woman defined their relationship as best friends with a baby? She literally defined their relationship as we're best friends with a baby. She played it safe and had a baby with a man she had in the friend zone. Here's what you men have to understand. 9 times out of 10, you put too much of a premium on sex. Your wood is too tender, so you'll do anything for the woman the attractive woman who lets you cut. You do anything. Now, I'm not saying ASAP is in that situation. ASAP, man, ASAP dropping his seed in $1 billion. I think he put another one in her. So from the rest of this talk, let's exclude ASAP from that. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, that one thing we know, ASAP, if they break up, he ain't got to worry about being on child support. You know that. But I say this to y'all. What is the purpose? What is the reason that men are allowing themselves to be put in these situations that don't benefit them? Like, why in the hell would Russell Wilson marry Ciara, knowing he's not her type? Or did he think he was going to get some other treatment besides this? Why would Steve Harvey marry Margie, knowing that he wasn't her first choice? You got to be with the woman whose first choice you are. Stop being led by your wood. When you led by your wood, it's always going to end no good, homie. You are not going to be in a good position if you do that. So when your wood is so tender that you'll do anything to cut the brow, and then you'll sure enough do anything to keep cutting her, you find yourself in a situation, man, where you accept all kind of foolishness. And all the woman got to do is turn right back around and drop a little bit of loving on you. Not even her best loving. You know what I'm saying? Just the loving she give you. You know, the lazy loving she give you. You find yourself in that situation. Don't make no sense, man. You men have got to stop believing that just because you got some woman, she's the best thing that ever happened to you. You got a bunch of old suckers out here, man, giving a woman their glory, man. Sitting talking about like the woman is their God, man. Now, why would a man do that? Why would a man do that?
I'm good.
If I'm Scottie Pippen Jr., I want to trade.
Okay.
Malik Beasley coming on my team, I got to go.
Okay.
I'm going to fight him.
Because?
You know why.
Here's the thing, man. When your mama makes bad decisions that affect your professional career, at some point as a young man, you have to look at your mom and say, hey, mom, you need to sit your ass down somewhere. You wilding out. Now, you already disrespect pops like this. Now you need to get somewhere and sit down. Fall your ass to the background. You old as hell. Stop trying to always put a bikini picture on somewhere. You already got all pop's money. You're getting his pension too. You're getting a half of his pension. Sit down somewhere. You're too old to be thotting it up now. Sit down somewhere. Because this is my life you're dealing with right now. You're messing with my life right now. Now, what do you think I'm supposed to do? This is my life you're ruining right now. Now, this dude that you done slept around with and he was married, you done damn near broke up his happy home. Now this dude on my team. And he got to look at me as the son of a thought. You should chill. And here's the thing. And I know Scottie Pippen Jr. may have a problem with me saying this, but son, I'm just basing on the actions of the woman. I'm basing this solely on the actions of the woman, son. That's all. You see her actions. You see the things she's doing. What you need to be doing is you need to be on your pop side. You need to be over there with your pop saying, damn, pops, boy, you picked the bad one that time. You made, boy, woo, woo. You could have done a little bit better than that. Somebody else could have been my mama, pops. But when you're gone the way Scotty was, you leave your children to be shaped and molded by their mama. So now your son is a mama's boy. And he ain't going to say nothing about this. He like, oh, it's perfectly fine. That's my mama. You better not say nothing bad about her. If you can't control your emotion with your mama and keep it true with her, the rest of you women out here going to swallow you up, son.
You're going off the court. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you meant for a spot in the rotation.
Yeah, off the court, on the court, whatever the court is.
Okay,
or we'll go to a court. But I got to go. I want a divorce.
Fair enough.
If
Now, they laughing about it, but that's real talk. That's a lot for a young man to have to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Not just that, you go to a Future concert, bam, your mama would have been with Future too. You see what I'm saying? Like, when you think about it, you have to be honest about a woman's behavior. And the problem with a lot of you men, you can't be honest about the women in the women in your family behavior. You can't be honest about your sister behavior. You can't be honest about your mama behavior. You can't be honest about your auntie behavior. You can't be honest about your grandma behavior. You try to act like it's not a bad thing, when in reality, you got to be honest no matter who the woman is, the same way you honest no matter who the man is. You understand? If your mama tell you your daddy wasn't right, your daddy didn't do this, you hate him. You can sit and watch your mama do all these things and then still turn around and not be able to separate your emotion from your logic and accept the fact that you are a man who is accept. This is this is the lazy love of a mother. At some point, she's supposed to guard her actions and make sure that she's not doing something that can come back and bite her son. You know your son wanted to go to the NBA. You knew Malik Beasley was young enough where if your son made it to the NBA, Malik was still gonna be there. Now, you may not know they're going to be on the same team, but hey, this is just the way things work out. This is phenomenal. This is phenomenal. I think it's an amazing thing for that to work out like that. You understand what I'm saying? I think it is. So you got to be willing and ready to properly gauge a woman's value, properly gauge her value to herself based on the way she carries herself. And you cannot put a woman in a position that she don't deserve to be in. Like, if her actions don't warrant that position, are you going to hire a astrophysicist from a fast food restaurant? No, you're not.
Audacity, bro. Still be in my house and she pregnant by another dude.
Why does it matter? You with different girls all the time.
What you mean? What you mean?
You with different women all the time.
I ain't with no different women all the time. And if I was, I ain't got nobody pregnant though. I ain't got nobody pregnant though. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
See, the first thing you got to do is not let no woman come live in your damn crib. Man, let me tell you something. And it's real talk. That woman better be your virgin wife if you're going to have her up in your crib like that. She better be. If she's not, then you playing games with yourself. See, when you paying all the bills, you are a sucker. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care if you worth $100 million. You better put your broad to work where she can contribute some paper, or she can contribute some energy and effort that's going to contribute to the paper. Any man that pays, man, listen, man, boys, damn near 2030. If you think we're living in a world where you could pay all of the bills and just let your woman sit at home and do nothing, you are a sucker. It don't matter who you are, you're a sucker. And you know it. You can get online and you can say, well, I ain't no sucker. That don't mean I'm a sucker. That means I'm a mature man. No, that means you're a sucker. I don't expect you to admit you're a sucker. That's too much like right. But that's why men end up in these situations, because they can't admit they being a sucker. Of course, a woman gonna go somewhere and get pregnant by somebody. She land up in your house, you paying all the bills. You got on easy street. A woman's idle mind is the devil's playground. Put in a position where a mind idle. Watch how fast the devil jump on her.
Yeah, you gotta get out of my house. You gotta get out of my house. You gotta get out of my house. All that stuff coming out. It's gonna be all that stuff gonna be out. Hey, don't walk up on me. Everybody gonna see this too. This what it look like, bro. She wanna stay in my crib and she pregnant by another dude. Oh man, you hey.
Listen, brothers. You ain't got no business taking no shit from no woman, man. You just ain't got no business doing it. You ain't got to compromise. You ain't got to be softer. You ain't got to be nicer. You ain't got to be less of an asshole. You ain't got to do none of that. You be exactly who you are. And if a woman can't deal with it, that's her loss. She's not the woman that needs to be around you. If a woman has a problem with who you are, you don't fucking change for her. You let her change her location. and be somewhere far away from you. Look at the amount of disrespect the woman showing him. Man, I ain't never been in no situation like that. Here's what you men got to remember, man. You got to stop letting the broad treat you like you owe her something. Here's a man paying all the bills, got a woman living in his crib, and she's still talking to him like he owe her something. Man, let me tell you something. If you ain't break the broad heart with lies and deceit, if you ain't get a broad no STD or STI even, if you ain't stole no money from her, if you ain't put her in a position where she couldn't make the money she used to make because of something you did, you don't owe her shit. You don't owe her nothing. I'm tired of y'all out here acting like you owe the woman. Y'all so bad, you act like you owe all women. You got these guys out here talking, oh man, we gotta protect the women and we gotta do this and do that. And you don't even, how the hell you gonna do that for some women you don't even know? The first thing you gotta do is be honest with yourself about what you're seeing and what you perceive. That's what you gotta do. And if you do that, you'll be less likely to be caught up with a woman you ain't got no business caught up with. See, when you accept her lazy love, see, that's lazy love right there. When you accept a woman lazy love as her right because of what she went through with her ex, or what she went through with somebody else, or you trying to make her see all men ain't like that. I don't give a damn what she think, because the bottom line is, no matter what you do, she liable to still think all men are like that, including you. You got to stop letting women define who you are. That's the main problem. You want to be a good man, but being a good man means be good to your damn self. Being a good man means be good to your life, be good to your mission, be good to your people, be good to your team, be good to your health, be good to your wealth. That's what being a good man is. Good man ain't got to do what no damn woman say. Good man ain't got to do what society say. Good man ain't got to do what your kids say. Good man got something to do with what you say about yourself. You be the good man you want to be. When you gonna take care of yourself? When you gonna look out for yourself? When you gonna protect yourself? When you gonna keep yourself from going down there over some brawl? When you gonna keep yourself from going down there losing everything you got? When you gonna keep yourself from going down there losing your sanity, losing your manhood, losing your health, losing your wealth, losing yourself? When you gonna put that on your list of priority as the number one priority in your life? You trying to be a good man, but good your ass on out of here, man.
There goes some blood. It went down. Over my homie, my day one homie that I rock with. Y'all know who I rock with. That day one homie popped me over a shot that wasn't even his. A nigga shot me about the shot that wasn't even his.
There again, you're in a situation because you don't want to honestly judge people's character. You know the weakest thing we hear in this society? Well, only God can judge. Who are you to judge? I'm who I am, the one that's got to protect my life. That's who I am to judge. I judge everybody. I judge everybody. Anybody I come into contact with that's going to be in close proximity to my life, I judge their ass. Why wouldn't I? This ain't no open door policy. I judge everybody. I judge your character, and I gauge your character traits. I gauge your righteousness. I do that. I judge everybody. Because if you don't, you end up in a situation like this, where your day one homie let you know that he a sucker over, bro. He a sucker. A real live sucker. A sucker, sweet as jelly from Smuckers. And you didn't know that? Why do you know that? Why do you know that? Because you can't be honest about people. See, this ain't just about women. You got to be honest with yourself about people. You got to be honest about their intent. You got to be honest about their interaction with you. You cannot accept disrespect from someone. Now, I'm not saying no one gonna ever disrespect you. I'm saying you can't accept it. How do you not accept it? After they disrespect you that one time, you leave their ass alone. That's what you do. That's why you want to be, put yourself in a position to be your own boss. Not so you can make all the money in the world or none of that. You may make a lot of money, but that's not what you do. You do it to have the freedom to cut people the fuck out your life. You know how many people have a miserable day at work every day because they hate somebody they work with? But they got to be there every day? How miserable is that? How miserable is that?
If I put it on them, they're going to catch feelings. I don't want nobody catching feelings and trying to catch me slipping.
What you liked about him?
How he was fascinated about me.
Why you think he was fascinated about you?
I don't know. Maybe because I don't know. I get wet a lot. I don't know. I can't explain it. Long story short,
You
I
said
don't
he was fascinated about you because you get wet a lot? I thought you said you didn't fuck him.
Yeah, but if someone touched my shit.
So he touched your shit?
Not like that. Maybe through my clothes.
You're a lying bitch. You know that?
Don't call me a lying
Did
bitch.
you fuck him or not?
I didn't.
So why you say he fascinated because you get wet a lot?
If I put it on them, they're going to catch feelings. I don't want nobody catching feelings and trying to catch me slipping.
Now, what y'all just heard is an example of a woman lying to cover her lie. Being open about something, but lying to cover the bad parts. I tell you men all the time, all you got to do is give a woman a platform and let her talk. Ask her some questions. Let her get to rambling on about herself. Just let her go. Let her keep going. And then you ask yourself why Blueface is caught up with this chick. He's caught up with her because his ass can't be honest. He dealing with her shit because he can't be honest. He going through the motion with her because he can't be honest. He can't be honest about the toxicity that she brings into his life. He letting her be nothing to him. Like she's nothing to him. She's a thorn in his side. Who was she before she was his girlfriend? Who was she? Nobody. You can't elevate a woman from the gutter. You understand? If the woman is in the gutter with you the whole time and she helps you with the rise out of the gutter, man, that's one thing. Let her hang on as long as she want to be a contributor, as long as she's going to contribute. But you cannot bring a woman out of the gutter, man. Let me tell y'all something, and this going to hurt some feelings. If she in the gutter, it's because she deserved to be there. Can you hear me? If she in the gutter, it's because she deserves to be there. That's her existence. That's her mission. That's her purpose. Her purpose is to be in the gutter. You don't go down into the gutter. If you was hungry, would you go down into the gutter to get a sandwich? If you didn't have no clothes, would you go down into the gutter to get some drawers, get some underwear? If you was thirsty, would you go down into the gutter to get a drink of water? Maybe if you in Jackson, Mississippi, but that's another story. But I mean, would you do that intentionally? No. So what you gonna go down into the gutter and pull a woman up out the gutter for? You deserve whatever you get if you pull a woman up out of the gutter, homie. Because all you can get is bad stuff. All you can get is bad stuff. Steve stressed the hell out because he pulled Marge up out the gutter. And she running through his pockets. Steve is living in a way he would have never lived, man, if he went with Marge. Even when he was with his first wife, man, he would have never been balling out, buying all this uber expensive shit like this. But when you bring a D-boy chick up out the gutter, when you bring a dope girl up out the gutter and bring her to square life, multi-millionaire square life. That's higher than her level. She shouldn't be on that level. So when you pursue life like that from that perspective, where you will pull a woman up out the gutter, you accept disrespect, pain, and frustration as part of dealing with that type of woman. When you take a woman out the gutter, she comes with pain and frustration and disrespect. So you're automatically agreeing that you're going to accept the pain, the disrespect, and the frustration of dealing with that woman when you decide that you're going to deal with her. You are opening your life to that. Who told you that makes sense? Who told you that makes sense? Stop lying on them. They didn't tell you that. It don't make sense, man. You owe it to yourself to protect yourself from those who have the potential and the propensity to bring negative energy into your life. Why in the hell would you build your life up with all this positive energy, all this positive interaction, all this effort, all this blood, sweat, years, and tears, and then let somebody come in? Wait a minute, not let them come in, invite somebody in. No, not invite them, beg somebody to come in and bring their negative energy into your life. Beg them to come in. Set aside a spot for them and say, that spot belongs to you. Come into my life and fuck it up. You got to stop letting a woman treat you like you owe her something. You got to cut it out, man. You got to stop letting a woman treat you like you owe her something. You got to stop doing it. Because the very moment you do that, you let her control you. She takes control of you at that point. Now what the hell you going to do then? Nothing. I'm your puppet. That's what you're going to do.
Earlier this year, I ended a relationship and cut off an engagement from a great man. He was a good man. He loved God. He was a praying man. He loved and adored me. He was there for me. He was
I ain't even want to hear no more of that. This woman broke up with this man because he just wasn't for her. I just talked about that on the Sierra video earlier with Chris Rock, where she made the Independent Woman anthem. You can't satisfy a woman. This woman ran down all the characteristics and qualities that a woman says she wants and said she just broke off a relationship with a good man. She just broke it off. Why? Because internally, the majority of women you're going to meet are not satisfied with themselves. And if she's not satisfied with herself, she's going to look to you to fill the void. She's going to look to you as an external source to fill the internal void that's within her. And she's going to try to drain your ass dry. And then she's going to realize at that point, you still can't fill that void. And then she's going to be gone. She wants you to make her feel about herself the way she should be able to feel about herself just knowing who she is. But she don't feel that way about herself. You could be Mr. Perfect, but a woman who is unstable, a mentally unstable creature, will still not appreciate you. Basically, what this woman is saying, she didn't appreciate that man. With all those positive qualities, she still didn't appreciate him. And if a woman can't appreciate you, man, you ain't got no woman. The one thing that a woman better do, the one thing that a woman must do, the one thing that a woman has to do is appreciate you. If you're going to stay with a woman to be unappreciated, boy, you must be inebriated. You got to be. Don't do that to yourself. Stop letting a woman control you because you think you owe her something. You don't owe her shit. DJ Envy don't owe his wife nothing. He been taking care of her the whole time they been together. DJ Envy get money. He take care of her, man, buy whatever the hell she want. He don't owe her nothing. You don't let no woman treat you with disrespect because of nothing you did. If she can't accept and truly forgive you for it, move on from her ass. Yeah, you married her, you gonna get a divorce, you gonna lose some, but you know what you're gonna gain? You're gonna gain your damn peace of mind. Peace of mind is priceless. All the other shit you got, he's got a price on it. Real talk, famo. If she doesn't respect you, she can't appreciate you. And if she doesn't appreciate you, she can't respect you. Those two things go hand in hand. Those two things go hand in hand. You know what the main problem is? You don't fuck her like you hate her. You be trying to make love to her. You be concerned about her feelings. You be concerned about her feeling good. I don't want her to feel good. I want her to feel dominated. I want her to feel controlled. That's what I want her to feel. I don't want her to feel good. I don't care if she feel good or not. My goal is not to make her feel good. I ain't gonna say I don't care if she feel good or not. I ain't even trying to make her feel bad, but you get what I'm saying. My goal is not to make her feel good. My goal is to make her feel something mental and emotional that will lead to her quantifying that by the physicality of it. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I want. But I ain't finna do none of the other shit, man. I'm gonna make her feel good. No. What I'm finna do for me, that's the time. You know, it's kind of like, you know, when you're young and you get a spanking. Okay, the Savage Pack is a spanking for a grown woman. That's all it is. It's spanking for a grown woman. You must understand that is the really the strongest grip you can have on a woman. That's why a woman can have a perfect man at home, man, and she'll throw it all away just because she getting the Savage Pack from somebody else. Once you fall in love with a woman, man, the shit over. The respect level is different. You start to accept disrespect, pain, and frustration as part of dealing with the bra. That's just what love is. You know, it's a tough thing, man. I don't do tough emotional shit. I don't want to waste my time doing no tough emotional thing. I don't want to waste time doing that.
Biggest true Valentine gift. Marry her. Legalize your commitment to her future, to his future. Sign the paper. Sign the paper. Enough of this blah blah. You know how I feel about you. Blah blah. I will do this for you. I will do anything for you. Now shut up. Sign the paper. Sign the paper.
Hey man, that fool lost his damn mind. Don't sign the paper. Don't sign the paper. Hell wrong with y'all, man. That's the problem, man. And here's the sad thing. A woman give you everything she got to give without the ring, without the paper. And you do all that shit anyway. Let me tell y'all something. If women truly wanted marriage, they would stop sleeping around the way they do. They will make men wait. They would have one body, the body of the man they married. They wouldn't have 10 bodies, 15, 20 bodies when you meet them. Because they will be holding off until a man said, okay, I'm going to make you understand. I'm going to put a ring on it. I'm going to wife you up. Even if the divorce laws weren't bad, it's just not an arrangement for a man to be in. Because the woman has to be a certain quality woman. And that quality woman is a woman who does not have all of those bodies. We live in a society, man, where a woman thinks 10 bodies ain't a lot. It ain't a lot. You got to be kidding me. Man, don't put yourself in no situation, man. Tell my man, a woman out get. See, here's the problem. You let a broad put ultimatums and performance pressure on you. Don't have with envy. He let a woman put ultimatums and performance pressure on. I faked it for 10 years. Well, motherfucker, you could fake it for 10 more. If you faked it for 10 years, you did damn good. I ain't know you faking. Keep on faking. Let me tell y'all something. It's not your responsibility to get a woman off sexually. It's your responsibility to make sure that you bring enough to and last long enough for her to be able to get herself off. I say that again. Your job is to bring enough wood and last long enough for her to get herself off. All that focus on, I'm going to get off, I'm going to get off. No, hell, I ain't. But I tell you what I am going to do. I'm going to bring enough wood and we're going to rock out long enough for her to do her thing. That's what she's going to have to do. That's what you're going to have to do. But that whole, sign that paper, shit. Man, I wish you would. Don't do that to yourself, dog.
I have yet to see a man ruin his family because of infidelity and be the same person after that. Either they become a better human, but there's always that regret. There's always that hole. And I wish that that's the conversation us as men should have. Like, instead of being the adult that my dad was to me, telling me like, oh, you only got one girlfriend? One day you gonna understand. I'd rather be the dude that said, hey man, when I started devoting myself to my wife, like literally committing myself to my wife, I'm not cheating, I'm not doing nothing else, and I'm going to therapy, and I'm doing the work on myself. So look at my life the last 6-7 years.
Here's the thing about a man talking like this. He really believes it's because he devoted himself to his wife. No, it's because you devoted yourself to commitments. It ain't got nothing to do with your wife. That's just one of the commitments. You devoted yourself to working out, probably. You devoted yourself to getting enough sleep. You devoted yourself to being to your meetings on time. You devoted yourself to doing all of the interviews you could. You devoted yourself into reading the books you needed to read, informing yourself more about your career. You devoted yourself to enhancing your spiritual peace. You devoted yourself to 50 things. But a beta male simp mangina like Charlemagne is always going to point it out and say, well, it's my woman. That my woman did that. If it wasn't for my woman, I did that. I couldn't have did none of that without my woman. When I devoted myself to my wife, no, when you devoted yourself to being a fucking man, when you stop running around the streets chasing these bras. When you stop running around the streets, man, that acting wild, acting like a young boy, when you raised up and realize, okay, I got to focus on the things I need to focus on. It ain't got to do with devoting yourself to your wife, dude. It got to do with devoting yourself to your life. And in your household, that woman is a part of your life. But you ain't no way in hell, boy, you didn't kept everything else loose, and then just because you tighten up with your bra, everything got good in your life. No. You became a man and focused on being the best version of yourself. See, this type of thing right here get you caught up in a situation where you're taking shit from a woman because you believe that she's your God. He pretty much saying, I devoted myself to this woman and she changed, everything changed in my life. Well, how about you devote yourself to God and see how much better things change in your life? You always see these dudes talking about their woman. I devote to my woman this, my woman that. Boy ain't got an ounce of spiritual astuteness in him, ain't got no godliness in him at all. It ain't no way. It ain't no way, man. Listen. Once you cheat on a woman, I'm talking about literally, you cheat on a woman, which means that you were lying and going around behind her back and doing things, then lying about it, and you got caught. That's what cheating is. Any man who say that ain't cheating, man, is a beta male simp mangina. But if you do that and a woman take you back, that shit ain't gonna never be the same. It ain't gonna never be the same. It's going to always be on her mind. It's going to always cause some issue. And so you got to do all this shit each time. You got to be jumping through all these hoops. You got to go do this. And you got to go do that. And you got to show this. You got to prove. You got to show her that you're trying to change for her. Never change for a woman. Change for you. Change for God. Change for your mission. Change so you could be the best version of yourself. Be the man you're supposed to be. But never change for a woman. What's wrong with y'all?
I came up in every way, like every way, physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, everything.
He came up all them ways and put it all at the feet of his woman. The boy worship his woman. You got to worship whoever you believe is the reason that you are in the position you in life. You got to worship them. So if you think that's your woman, then she's your God. If you think that's your children, then they're your God. If you think that's your mama, then she's your God. If you think that's your team, then they're your God. But everybody got a mama. Everybody got a woman. Everybody got a team. Everybody got children. What was different about you and about you having yours? Like Markel said, stop jumping through gasoline hoops. Stop jumping through flame hoop with gasoline draws on. Cut it out, man. See, you can't prioritize your woman over your life because you will start to hold her less accountable, hold yourself more accountable, and give her the glory for the things you do. You changed for her, and that's why your life got better. Antonio Bryan, appreciate the $50 sponsorship of the show, man. I appreciate it. I haven't caught you live in a minute, but I got to bless your page. Keep doing God's work, OG. Salute to you, AB. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. More power. Salute, man. Appreciate the $5 on this page of what I need for my mental wellness from the succubus. Salute. Salute, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate you being in the joint. Jerry Kendrick, appreciate 2 bones. And here's the thing, man. Jamal, appreciate the dub. Much respect to the good doctor. Salute, man. I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you being in the joint. Side, welcome back to the Green Label Gang, homie. 3 King Detail as well, man. Salute to y'all brothers, man. So here's what I want y'all to understand, man. And man, and somebody just say, man, his wife cheated on him. I figured she did. I think he took her back after that. He said she had the right to cheat. Man, here's the thing about it. When you are a man who lets your woman be in a position of power, she gonna do whatever the hell she want to do. She gonna do whatever the hell she want to do. Because the number one problem y'all men have, you can't leave a broad on ice. You don't not leave on ice.
Let me ask you a question. Here's a question. This is a good, serious question. Okay, ladies, if you didn't have a vagina, like say it was a terrible train accident, right? And the doctor was like, we have to remove your pussy right away or you're gonna die. How would you keep your man past, you get a 2-month guilty, I can't leave the bitch right away because you just lost a pussy in a train accident. Can't just walk right out on her.
Now, here's the thing, man. I want y'all to watch where he's going with this. What would a woman do if she didn't have no hot pocket to give you? How would she keep you satisfied? How would she keep you? How would she keep you from wanting to leave her ass? Y'all watch. Y'all watch. This is why Erykah Badu doesn't have a problem with being a baby mama with 3 babies by 3 men. She don't have a problem with that. Because deep down inside, she knows what her value is to a man. She knows her value to a man is her body. See, we live in a society where women don't want you to say that, but they show it and do it and say it all the time. When a woman said, I should be able to show my body however I want to. I should be able to use my body however I want to. I should be able to have as many men as I want to have. She's saying, okay, I want the freedom to do these things. I want the freedom to exercise my value in the world without being looked down upon.
How would you keep your man past that if you didn't have a vagina? Wow. Nothing? You can talk. You can talk. Suck his dick. Okay. Mouth. Asshole. Okay, great. You see what I'm saying? Now, I've been getting pussy beamed the whole show, right? But I give women the opportunity to say, I'm going to make myself worth more. But you just classified yourself as a series of holes. But I'm supposed to treat you special, but you're just a bunch of holes for yourself. No one said learn how to play Xbox, learn how to play pool.
When you ask them that question, all they think about is another way to please you sexually, because deep down inside, they know that's their value. DJ Envy White was in the interview, and she said the reason she was faking it is because she was brainwashed by society to think that that's what she was worth to a man. And I said, oh man, that boy, he fucked up in that marriage right there. I was brainwashed. This society tells us that we're supposed to be these. Whenever they say piece of something, then they try to diminish the value of it. We're supposed to be these pieces of pleasure for a man, and these our bodies are supposed to be, what they call it, man, when women be, when you treat them like sex objects, whatever. But you know the term I'm looking for, man. We're supposed to be objectified and blah blah blah. And yes, you are. Why you think you have those body parts? Why you think you have an innie and I have an outie and my outie fits in your innie? Why you think that happens? Why you think you got a hole and I got a shovel? See, when you think about it, man, you got to remember that you can't let a woman convince you that what you know is wrong. You can't let a woman convince you that the shit you know is true ain't true. You can't let a woman tell you she ain't what she is.
Tell better stories. Get another bitch that got a pussy to come on in. Let me ask you.
Now, I want y'all to really think about that. Not one of those women yelled out anything that would enhance her value. She just wanted to be able to keep that same value. Now, there's two reasons for that. For one, it's the easy way out. If you let a woman control you just because she give you sex, man, like go back up to number one. Your wood is too tender and you'll do anything for sex. You'll do anything for it. Something wrong with you. And the crazy thing is, you men sit around and you let a woman give other folks what you can't even get from her. Simple things like shutting up while you talking. You hear a woman talk, man, she be quiet as a mouse. Go listen to your woman. Go listen to your woman at work when her boss talk, and watch how long she shut up and don't say nothing. You get her home, man, try to talk to her, man. Every time you say something, she got something to say. You let her give other people what you can't even get from her. You the one trying to take care of the problem. Stop trying to be everything to a woman, man. You can't be everything to her. You try to be everything to her, then you let her be nothing to you. But the problem is, when you try to be everything to her, you nothing to her too. So y'all two motherfuckers nothing to each other. That's why the relationship going downhill. That's why you can't get along with the bra. You got to put performance pressure on her. And you can't let that performance always be sex. Sometimes you got to turn that shit down. Problem is, you can't never turn sex down. She knows she got you with the sex because you don't never turn it down. Sometimes you got to turn it down. Whether you want it or not, sometimes you got to turn it down when you want it. You got to.
Don't get married.
Big mistake not to make. Big mistake. Enjoy the money first. Buy what you want and do everything you want.
Do you know anybody who's happily married?
No, nobody happily married.
Come on, that's
Nobody
not true.
happily married. I don't see nobody happily married. I might be wrong. Don't get me wrong. I might be wrong because 9 out of 10 people, 9 out of 10 people is unhappy with married.
I agree. A lot of people around here living that shit. Think about the shit that be coming out by people. A lot of times people be around here living that life, man. You come to realize, man, them all ain't even been living together, man, for a year. They be showing up places together, holding hands. Now, man, you come to realize, man, they ain't been together for a year. You know what I'm saying? So when you think about it, man, here's a man saying, listen, man, it's not, even Charlamagne sitting there talking, man, that dude ain't happy. He just caught up on the broad and he don't want to let her go. That's not happy, man. That's sad. When you caught up on a woman, man, no matter what she does, you can't let her go, man. You ain't happy, dog. You miserable. You stuck. Anybody who's stuck, miserable. Let's keep it a buck.
So what the fuck you gonna get married for? It don't make no sense. You have 1 million people in the world and it's 99.99 name.
Hey, you better watch it for your wife hear it.
Fuck my wife. Start with she first. Start with she first. She make me afraid of woman because she want every blood clot thing. You know? She want everything. No, don't marry. Marriage is not good for nobody in this world. Nobody.
That's your wife calling you.
Listen, man, let me tell you something. I'm not saying every man feel as adamant about that as he does, man. But there's a bunch of guys out here faking it like they're happily married like that. You know, most guys, what most guys' definition of happily married is? They can keep tabs on their broad enough to know that she ain't fucking nobody else. That's what happiness is to them. The majority of men who married the woman, man, because they wanted everyday in-house sex, man. The majority of men marry for that reason. They marry for everyday in-house loving. But the crazy thing is, that shit don't be every day for most of them. The woman be in the house. They just want to see the loving in the house. They ain't even got to get it. A woman who will let you legally marry her hates your life. She wants you to fail. Because there ain't no benefit to it, not for you. She wants you to fail. If a woman pressures you to marry her legally, she wants you to fail, and she wants herself to be a part of the coalition of people who come up from your failure. That's what she wants. It's a damn shame for a woman that wants you to put yourself in that predicament. It's a bad deal for you. The woman wants you to lose. She wants you to lose. She wants you to, listen, man, she wants you to sign your name on a contract that has no win for you. No win. What kind of, even if you say it's a business deal, it's a bad fucking business deal for a man.
You really got to hear this video through. Don't just skip, right? So I used to always say, like, oh, men don't like women anymore. They're weird now. Like, I'm not saying that they're bisexual or gay or anything like that. I'm just saying they don't like women anymore. But that was me being unaware of myself. So now that I feel like I'm becoming aware of myself and becoming aware of my habits, I wouldn't like women either. Like, the shit that we be doing, it's exhausting. It's really exhausting. And it's like, I wouldn't text you back either. I would mislead you too, because it's emotionally draining dealing with women who aren't aware of themselves. Like, you wanting everything from me is going to drain a man if I'm a man. I understand that might not make sense, but I'm saying if I'm a man and a woman comes to me and she's expecting all these things from me and she doesn't even give them to herself, I wouldn't like your ass either.
She doesn't even give them to herself. She doesn't even give them to herself. Let me tell you about a woman who doesn't give things to herself. And she might not be able to give them to herself on the level you can give them, but a woman can give them to herself. If she don't give them to herself, she don't fucking deserve them. If she don't give them to herself, she don't deserve it. A woman first time getting something ain't gonna come from me. That shit ain't gonna happen. Her first time being appreciated, that shit ain't coming from me. Her first time starting to care about her health and that shit ain't coming from me. I'm not for me no woman who don't give a shit about her health and then teach her to care about her health. No, she ain't getting nothing. The first time she do some shit, it ain't gonna never be with me. I'm not gonna teach her to care about herself. I'm not gonna teach her to care about her wealth. I'm not gonna teach her to care about her health. I'm not gonna do that at all. At all. She got to love herself first. The majority of the time you need a woman, she don't love herself. She wants you to love her, but she don't love herself. She wants you to respect her, but she don't respect herself. She wants you to spend time with her. She wants you to take your time away from what the fuck you got to do to spend with her. But she won't even take time from what she need to do to spend with herself. She wants you to take time off to come Netflix and chill. She won't even take time off enough to get a goddamn good 8 hours of sleep every night. Come on, man. What we talking about? That don't make sense, man. She want a Birkin bag. Okay, well, where your Birkins at? See, here's the thing. If I meet a woman and she already at a certain lifestyle, I'm more likely to be cool with that lifestyle. Not saying I'm gonna trick off on her and do that, but if she can put herself in that lifestyle, then then there's some things she gonna do for me that's lunar skyballing, and then there's some things that we just gonna lunar skyball together. But if she ain't never had now, man, I wish a woman ain't finna get her first Birkin from me. A woman ain't finna get her first motherfucking red bottom shoe from me. A woman ain't finna get her from no, bruh. Ain't no way. I'm not finna do that. If you ain't never had it, it's because you don't deserve it. I ain't gonna do it.
Yes, you're fine, you're attractive, but you're looking for me to validate your entire existence through a relationship. You're literally looking for me to validate everything about you through me while I'm still trying to figure out me. I wouldn't like me either as a man. I swear to God, I wouldn't. We have to do better as women loving on ourselves because we don't love them properly because we don't love ourselves properly.
Exactly. If a woman don't love herself properly, man, ain't nothing you can do with her. You know what I'm saying? She's got to love herself properly. She got to love on herself properly. She has to. And one of the main ways a woman don't love on herself is jumping in and out of relationship, going from man to man to man to man. That's why body count matters. Because a woman who goes from man to man to man to man, she doesn't value her health. She doesn't value her spiritual sanctity. She doesn't value any of that. She doesn't value it. So how the hell you gonna value somebody, a woman she don't even value about herself? How is that? And then let me tell y'all something. This expectation of cohabitation, man, let me tell you something. Even if you was gonna legally marry a woman, this expectation of cohabitation is a fairly modern thing. That don't make sense. You place too much value on having a woman in your crib or having a woman up under you every day when she ain't. Let me tell you something. If a woman come live in your crib and the bills go up to where you spending more on bills than she's worth to you, you fucked up. She should never been in there, dog. She should never been in there. It don't make sense, man. You got to remember, man, that you cannot let a broad put ultimatums and performance pressure on you. Ultimatums? Come on, man. Don't you think you deserve better than that? Don't you think you deserve better than a woman telling you, well, if you want to be with me, you got to do this? Man, even if a woman tell me, if you want to be with me, you got to drink some water. Man, I won't even drink no water just to get rid of her ass. I don't take ultimatums, man. And you shouldn't either.
Here's one thing nobody tells you. You can't make a woman happy.
All right, we just put that on the What's Called show, man. We'll skip past that.
Kill him, please. Kill him while I still look good enough to get something new.
All right, let's listen to Sierra a little song, man. This is her independent woman song. Listen to this, man.
Money. This is for the girls that don't need no man. This is for the girls that's in love with yourself. This is for all the girls that done did it by themselves. This is for all the girls that's INDEPENDENT. This is for all the girls that been living stress free. This is for all the girls on a mission like me.
Man, let me tell you something.
You in?
And it's real talk. Let me tell you something. When your wife is inspired to make an independent woman anthem while she's your wife, not because y'all broke up or y'all had a tough divorce or nothing like that, or not even because y'all separated. Man, Russell just bought her a motherfucking $25 million house, dog. And she thanks him by making an independent woman anthem? Come on, bro.
Oh, give me butterflies.
I like talent.
Now look, I want y'all to watch this, man.
This for all the girls that been living stress free. This for all the girls on a mission like me.
I want y'all to watch this. Here's a woman. They're on this show. This guy's a famous guy. And the women are on there. It's kind of like a form of the Bachelor show, I believe. Watch how conniving this woman is. Watch how well she plays this role. Watch how well she acts as if she's a good girl. And then watch what the fuck she does at the end, homie. I ain't gonna even talk through this one. We're gonna watch this one straight out. Y'all check it out.
Are you interested in me?
Oh, give me butterflies.
I like talent, and I know you box. And because at the moment I'm studying dance science, which kind of coincides with sports science, I feel like I have like a deeper understanding between like what you do.
So you can dance?
Yeah.
Okay. Number one, you're honest with me, right?
Yeah.
Are you here because you're interested in me?
For sure.
100% sure. You wouldn't lie to me.
100%. I'm a bad liar.
Put your hand out. You're shaking. Calm down. Don't shake. Come here. Hold my hand. You know what? I'm so confident that it's you. Just, you know what to do right here. Renee, are you here for money or for love? If you're here for money, take the cash.
I'm here for money.
No way.
Man, did y'all see that? Did y'all see how conniving she was? She was getting butterflies and she was all giggly like a sweet little girl. Did you see it, man? That, my guys, is an example of the succubus. That is the Jezebel spirit. That's it. She had a little dress on, chocolate, looking all thick, looking good, sounding good, talking all sweet, just acting so innocent. And the whole goddamn time, she was there for the money, dog. I want y'all to remember this, man. If you don't remember any part of this stream tonight, remember that. Remember that a woman will look you in your eyes with a smile and tell you a bold-faced lie about her intentions. Or she will look you in your eyes with snot coming out of her nose, blubbering and blobbing about how true her feelings are for you, and be lying the whole time. I want y'all to understand that, man. You have to apply principles to the square world, man. You got to be so focused on what the woman contributing to your life that you ain't got time to fall for no sucker love shit, man. You got to be so in tune with that. She got to be so focused on what she can dedicate to your life, man, that you ain't even got time for none of that other shit. You understand what I'm saying? There are very few relationship examples, man, that I call out as good examples. I'll say Gilly and Tootie, great example. Been married about 25 years. You know what I'm saying? She did time with him and everything. LL and his old lady. Been together longer than Gilly and Tootie, damn near. So when you think about Ice Cube and his old lady, Kim. Been together longer than Gilly and Tootie, damn near. Even Snoop and his old lady. Snoop be doing his thing, but you know what? She right there holding them down. Other than that, man, you look around here, man, and you see guys, man, that are being taken to the cleaners. I'm talking about taken to the cleaners. From Mustard to Neo to Exhibit to Dr. Dre. Everybody being taken. Kel. Keenan and Kel. Getting their ass handed to him. Denzel and Paula been together for a long time. Long time. But the rest of this shit, man, it ain't never worth looking at. Because these guys are compromising who they are. Because they don't know the woman. Like what did this guy just find out? He didn't find out anything bad. Just because of this show, it had to draw out. And then the opportunity for the true her to come out and show her ulterior motive came out. But he was convinced she was the other way. Man, I ain't convinced by nothing the broad does but her action. All the words she was saying, he doing that giggling and sounding all sweet and all that, man. Nobody care about that. It's about actions. What's her action? You know, her action was, I came here for the money. Let me get that off you. Let me get that money out your hand now, bruh. I need that right there. Telling you, man, it's crazy out here. G Money, appreciate the dime. The children of Lilith are running wild. I'm talking about running absolutely wild, man. Running absolutely wild.